Hey everyone, and welcome back to the day that we build a castle. Before we do though, I have a few things to go over. So first and foremost, longtime viewers will probably notice the gruff in my voice, and that's because for the first time in 10 years, I've actually gotten sick. Just so happens it happened on the same exact day that Rimworld, for the first time in 10 years, has released an expansion. Absolutely amazing timing. On top of that, it was also on Christine's birthday. In any event, come hell or high water, nothing is going to prevent me from playing Rimworld. Just pretend I'm a hurly-burly lumberjack out in the forest chopping frigging trees with my bare forearms. Because that's how I sound now. Now, I think if I talk with a soft voice, you won't notice it as much, but that's why I'm talking soft today. In any event, I've done the math here on these 6 colonists. They're eating 12 meals a day, and we have about 10 days until spring, until we can start to plant, and hopefully by then some more animals show up. Right now it's so cold we won't have any animals whatsoever even showing up on the biome. Meaning we're going to need 12 meals a day for 10 days, 120 meals. And if I kill everything, the caribou, the muffalo, all of these rams and sheep, that'll give us about 72. So I have decided indeed that what we're going to do is kill every single one of them for survival. The other things here, the huskies and the rat, the French rat Chassé, they are going to come down here and feast on the corpses in a new zone I'll set up now. Voila. So they can move from the corpse pile down here all the way up to this area and then jump into the house. Now they can travel between zones, but I think, if I remember correctly, the limit is something like 18 tiles that they can jump between zones. I know it's not an infinite range, so this is close enough that they can jump from here to there, and I don't have to worry about it. I'm just hoping they don't get stuck out here and murdered like happened to Stella right down in this area. Let's allow these guys to go sleep in all the nooks and crannies, and we'll get this one out of there. No rat in the corner of the kitchen anymore. Fantastic. This will help us survive the winter. I did think about harvesting the corpses of Tong Zoro over here. We're going to need to somehow find 50 more meals, which is about 500 more food between now and spring. But I'm confident something will show up that will allow us to do that. Also, I should note, some of the mods were updated, so the list has changed a little bit. Most notably down here, the temperature now shows both Fahrenheit and Celsius, so that's nice. Ah, rare thrombo. This could be the answer that we have needed this whole time. Let's go take a look. 2 of them. Well, it is a small herd. There is always at least 2. Oh, one of the other mods that got updated was the one that changes the color. I think it's called Animals Variety Coat. Just makes them look a little bit different between each other. That's why that one looks hot pink. In any event, I would really, really, really like to farm up both of these guys, but that is not going to be easy, especially with 2 of them. With no turrets, they're going to be way faster than us. We're going to need something like 7 traps for each one, and we have to make sure they hit all of those traps on top of that. And we're going to have to kite them like champs. So the better bet is to hope for a raid while they're still on the map, and then aggro them while the raid's here. In the meantime, though, they're going to chop down a lot of our trees, and we have literally 0 wood, so let's get on chopping those before they do, eh? And then lastly, I want to reinstall this electric tailor's bench down here, just as a temporary measure, to farm up all of this wool of various varieties into an additional suit for Toxzoro, and possibly in the future in case something gets destroyed or worn down, or we get a new recruit. However, because there's so little food on the map, the Thrombos have split up, and when they split up, you can actually aggro just one of them at a time. So this gives us the super awesome opportunity here to put down, let's say, sandstone seems to be the most common. At the same time, though, granite's down here as well. Let's make some granite traps in a path that they are guaranteed to walk on. So something like this as we run around the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll be enough. Oh, Alma got an inspired creativity, which Alma used on the Plains Leather Duster, which came out as a masterwork duster. That's pretty fancy right there. All right. None too bad. And would you look at that? Labrador Retrievers join. All right. Oh, Christina. Cucaracha! You guys who watched my stream from a good year ago will remember a certain gecko named Cucaracha. And if you're a patron, we have a special video coming up. The very first Rimworld video Bravo Wolf and myself ever made. Also featuring little Cucaracha. In any event, that's going to be for patrons only in the very near future. We also have Rascal over here. So these 3 hounds, we'll stick them in the pets thing as per the other ones. Hopefully we can actually keep them and train them. That's fantastic. Doing pretty good over here on Tongzoro. 1.6 resistance every single day. We have just 1 more trap. Let's see if the Thrumbos... Nope! Well, my plan for the Thrumbos is not going to work. It just took too long, but now we've got Elk, so let's get every single one of those guys hunted. Let's see where they are, shall we? Oh, up there. Okay, well, I would have liked the Thrumbos more than anything. Their fur would have been fantastic, but we just weren't prepared for it. Let's take a quick look at our wealth now, after building all those traps. Well, we've gone from 25 to 28. I'm expecting much bigger enemies at this point. Or bigger raids, so we might want to move these traps around someplace more useful. A straight line is great for a Thrumbo. You can bait it around a corner and just run in here, like run around here, and it'll just be like doot, 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 as long as you're standing like down here, or you make it all the way down here. But as it is, we'll just put them around random defensive places. I'm gonna queue up another whole extra set here of clothing. Right now, we've only got a couple things in the stockpile. I'd really like to have one of basically everything sitting around in the future. Additionally, I think it's almost time to jack up the number of stones we're crafting. I'm going to want probably about 1,000 of each of these guys. Okay, boys. Fun times ahead. I was wondering if something like that was going to happen. Lo and behold, it did. Let's get everyone out here. Alma does not have a ranged weapon. Jamie has literally no weapon. All right, let's go give Jamie then this cannot equipped bio-coded machine pistol. What? Huh. Apparently that's a thing. I had read about that, but I didn't realize. That's pretty cool. So raiders can come in with cool guns that are coded specifically to them. Huh. Interesting. All right. Well, I don't think Monk's going to make it out of this. At least not smoothly. Let's see if we can get Mirador over here as fast as possible to help out with the burden. Those elk are really pushing it. Maybe we can have Charlie J help out a little bit, slow him down. Nope. Oh, God. He did hit that one. Monk, you'll be all right, buddy. You'll be all right. Left fourth toe destroyed. It's okay, Monk. Don't worry. Ooh, nice shooting, Charlie J. Thanks for the assistance. Okay, Alma's coming over. Mirador's coming over now. How's Jamie doing? Jamie is now also going to come over. Let's do this. Let's do this, boys. Monk is down. Let's see if he lost anything. Nah, he just got hit a few times. He's fine. He is fine. We also had cargo pods. I forgot to check. And insect jelly. Okay, looks like whatever food issues we had are pretty much going to be solved now. Burdening the Elks. Never actually cast 3 of them like that before, but that's pretty cool, huh? They're crossing the river. Woo! Fantastic, boys. How we doing? A couple of bruises, but otherwise, we are fine. All right. Let's get back to business. Is someone going to go take care of Monk? Naturally. Yep. Perfect. Well, as luck would turn out, looks like Monk wants to go on a murderous rage, and he wants to kill the newest member of the colony, Pirate King Jamie, for not even helping out, not even having a gun. Monk's out here in the freezing cold, shivering, hypothermia, getting head-butted by 700 elk all at the same time, and Jamie's just sitting back here, not even contributing to the fight, brand new, just walked into the colony. It feels like Monk really is not happy about this, so he's going on a murderous rage. Here's the thing, though. It's not going to be a problem in the slightest. I prefer to take down Monk with hand-to-hand combat, but without using weapons. So let's do that. Let's drop down our plasteel here. You know what? I bet Mirador can knock out Monk all by her onesies. Because Monk is so already wounded. He hasn't even got patched up yet. Yep. I was right. Okay, that issue is solved. Well, just like that, we built a whole second set. No problem. I'm curious where all these toques keep going. I guess you need wool for that, and we don't have any, so that's why we're not building any more. I see. All right, well, we built enough of them, I suppose. Let's uninstall this. We have really stocked up on food now. As luck would have it, we got a whole bunch more ibex that came into the map, along with all those elk. We are good for the rest of the winter. Picked up a new quest, Paid Psychic Drone. Let's see what this is all about. Urer Casarer, Account of Dominion of Eternity, wants to watch how you primitive surface dwellers deal with catastrophe. He proposes an artificial disaster for you. A low psychic drone will buzz the area around. You got goose problem? Call us! For 4.5 days, pushing all people of the male gender towards insanity. Urer will watch via high-altitude drone. Do you guys think this is just U-Cross in disguise? He's like, what should I call myself? Urer? They'll never catch on. Anyways, he's going to give us 2 Luciferium and 4 Royal Favor. Well, that seems like possibly the best thing we can do. We do have 4 males, though. But we could always make psychic hats. Now, I've never made one of those before. I've actually never seen any reason to do it whatsoever. So let me throw down this random craft bench down here in this nook and see what it takes to make one. Okay, I don't even know how to make one. Let's check out the research and figure out where it is. Well, it wasn't in the tech tree, so it must be in the smithy. I suppose we should make an electric smithy. We do have the materials, so in we go. It's going to be really awkwardly cramped here, but that'll work for now. Treaty of Crego. 6 tribe members from the Treaty of Crego, all right? The Treaty of Crego is a fierce tribe, but they're not a savage tribe, so we probably only have to kill half of them. Let's see what they're on about. All right, not all that bad, to be entirely honest. Alma's going out there to cut stone blocks. Not the smartest move. Let's just basically get the whole colony on alert down here. Unfortunately, Charlie J's on a mental break right now, and he has our only good long-range weapon. Pretty sure we'll still be fine regardless. Ooh, they're going all over the place. Charlie J is playing some pretty good bait down there. Oh, hey, Weasel. Ooh, looks like you done found yourself a trap, don't you know? Let's get on here and melee Hare pretty much with everybody at the same time. Actually, you know what? Let's have Mirador come up here and take out Lurbo, so Lurbo stops shooting at us. Awesome. I want to take Hare down because Hare has a melee weapon, whereas Grey just has a fist and the bow. Hare's down, fantastic. Apparently also Grey is down instantaneously, fantastic. Good job, boys. Let's take out the Lurbo now. Monk is just holding him at bay, also fantastic. Monk, did you get hit in the left arm once? But that's about it. Well, that was easy peasy. All right, boys, let's assess the injuries, shall we? A couple of bruises here. Alma got literally nothing. Jamie got literally nothing. Monk down here got that one scratch, and that is it. Now, where are the rest of them, I wonder? Oh, they came to destroy our statue. You freaking clowns. Apparently this, I thought if we just left this here, eventually it would kill the plants, but apparently not, so we'll just kill it out. Now, Ooh, I just realized something. We can use our psychic powers to catch up to people. Well, not right now because Mirador is too bruised, so she'll never get out there. But in general, that's a super powerful ability. You can capture all runners, essentially. Let's take a look at Hare. Death in 7 hours. All of her organs are there. She's very neurotic and likes construction. Well, quite frankly, Unless she can fight, I'm not too interested in having her in the colony. Unless she also provides something of super value, like, say, medicine. And since she does it, construction's okay, but it's not, like, all that fantastic. Very neurotic constructor would be decent, but no super melee, nimble, no good shooting, nothing like that. So my thinking is, why don't we actually extract her organs as quickly as we can and use them to replace the ones that we've lost. We really don't need any of her gear either. So we'll set this one down here. Unfortunately, that's not in the best place. I suppose we can put it in here and... Actually, we're going to have to put this in a lighted room. And this is the only one that's actually lit. So let's put it down there, and we'll do it basically immediately. We're going to go for the right lung. Looks about right. Let's make sure when we do that, we use the good meds. And before we do it, let's make sure the hospital bed is in. And also that it's as clean as possible in there. Success! A lung! Fantastic. Let's go for a kidney now, since I know we need one of those guys. Mirador, you're up. Fantastic again. Now, let's take a look at the entire colony here. Who needs what? Fourth toe. Charlie J is fine. Mirador, actually, she could replace both of her asthma lungs. So that's 2 lungs. Over here, we need a kidney and a hand and a lung. So we need 3 lungs and 1 kidney. All right, well, last lung it is, boys. This is a brutal, brutal, brutal Rimworld scenario right here. But since a lot of this campaign is going to be bionically enhancing ourselves in the future with the help of our medieval deities, as it were, I think it does make some sense. Well, Mirador, what are you doing? Operate, I said. All right, now, she's down. Spring has begun, 1st of April. Let's actually see. Someone's organs harvested. For 8 days, we've got a -12 penalty because we did it 3 times. So we're going to have a little bit of an issue there. Also, I had completely forgotten about the fact that we wanted to do the other quest, which was to make tinfoil hats to prevent ourselves from having any issue whatsoever. We'll get to that in just a second. First, though, Jamie the Pirate needs a much better gear. Let's have him equip that short bow. Let's come down here and get rid of this nonsense, and fantastic. Then he'll have a nice place to sleep. Looks like Monk got an infection. We're going to switch bed rest on him all the way to 1 until he heals through this. In all the commotion and the desire to harvest things, I just completely didn't pay attention to it whatsoever. Let him stay in here until we implant those lungs in a minute. Looks like Jamie's trying to destroy our steel hospital bed because he's throwing a tantrum. Not surprisingly, because he was kicked out of his bedroom so we could use it to harvest organs out of a prisoner, and he had to sleep in the dirt face down in the bloodbath of where the raid just took place, in the freezing tundra. I can understand his objection. However, I cannot permit his objection, and so we've got to get out here and take care of this situation. I wonder if Burden will actually slow him down. Let's take a look. No, it's just moving. I thought maybe it would also slow him down from wanting to kill this bed. A better idea would be to uninstall... Well, we can't uninstall the bed because he'll take it down too quickly. So basically, we're going to have to make a prisoner room. That's going to be his room, and we're going to assign 60% chance Mirador. Let's go do this before that bed's destroyed. Oh God, he's now going berserk. I can't believe this guy. He won't quit. All right. Let's have Charlie J punch. We really have to make sure that bed stays. That bed has to stay. Let's come out here and repair it. Never mind uninstalling it. This is a big mess. Now we're stabbing the Pirate King. The Pirate King ain't gonna have his bed taken away from him, boys. He's gonna learn us a lesson. Hope we don't learn him too. Oh, okay, everything's fine. Whew. Yeah, we're good. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Whew. And that'll take care of Monk's infection. He actually, just with a normal tending, did perfectly fine. He actually outgrew or over-immuned the infection, but I didn't want to take any chances, so we used a regular med in a good hospital bed, and now he's fine. Uh-oh. That is not good. I'm just sitting here trying to tend to our little issues, trying to see if I can build up some of those tinfoil hats. I got to admit, I have no idea where those things are. I could have sworn they were a super easy thing. Well, as it turns out, apparently you could never craft them in this game. I don't know what mod I had that would have allowed me to craft them this entire time. I've never actually made one, I just didn't realize that you couldn't make the psychic foil hats. In any event, let's see what this Fodor Pod is, because it's kind of similar. Opus, a praetor of the Dominion of Eternity, is making a request. A mechanoid swarm has been attacking his settlements. He wants you to signal the mechs to distract them while he clears the hive. If you do, a mechanoid cluster will land. At You Got Goose problem? Call us. The pod contains a pikeman and an auto mortar. The mechanoid cluster will be initially dormant. It may have a countdown activator, or it may stay dormant forever until disturbed. Well, I definitely like the concept of that, except we also have another mechanoid cluster. It will be initially dormant. Let's go take a look. Okay, here they are. Countdown activator activates in 2.8 days. A mini slugger turret dormant. An auto mortar and a pikeman equipped with a needle gun normal. I have to say, I am not... Steel barricade, steel barricade, steel barricade. 2.8 days, huh? Maybe we can get some raiders and activate it that way in 2.8 days? That would be really nice, although this counts as a raid, so it seems unlikely. I suppose what we're going to do is just try to wait it out a little bit. Monk's now going to be immune, so we'll get him off of bed rest on a number 1. Now, let's see what we can do about these extra organs that we need to take care of. Well, first of all, Mirador really needs to just have some fun. For whatever reason, she just insists on never doing anything fun, even though I have it scheduled for her. Huh. I wonder if the psychic amplifier just makes you immune to wanting to have fun? I don't know. She just, the whole game, every time I look at her, she's recreation starved and -20. I don't know. Let's see what happens when she actually runs out of things to do, which will be pretty soon. Well, at some point she did go to the fire. But she really does seem to not want to have too much fun. I don't know. Awkward. Alright, at this point we're almost into the spring, and we have so much meat. I think we are 100% fine on training all of the animals, basically, to at least guard us. I don't know if I want to send them out to attack. Possibly. Rescue would be nice, but really haul would be super helpful. It's going to take a very long time to train all of that, but we'll get a lot of skill in the process as well. Looks like we've also run out of logs inside, but since it's getting warmer, it looks like we don't technically need them. So we'll actually just get rid of this entirely. Ah, Tongzoro has joined the colony, boys. That is a sight for sore eyes. Where is this lad? Coming up here to grab all of his new gear now that he's finally a member, having been initiated beyond his tribal ways. Fantastic. Let's get him a proper name. As per usual, all names come from the Patreon pool, so thank you guys very much. Looks like we have an old-timer here, Yotta Horton. Welcome back, Yotta. You have been quite a storied character over the years. Perhaps you will be again. We'll see. Fast Walker and Melee means we want to give him one of these sticks. We'll just give him whichever one has the highest one. Looks like this one right here. Fantastic. What else is Yotta going to do for us? Plants, cooking, melee, construction, mining, medical. I'll just set up his priorities, make sure he's got a room. He does. Awesome. We're up to 6 colonists. This is how many I wanted before I started building the castle. And as far as stone goes, we're looking pretty good at that. 1,000 sandstone, 300 granite, 620 marble. Beautiful. So we can now actually take Monk off of being a doctor because Yotter has 7 skills. So we'll put him up to probably a 1 there. And I think we'll have Yotter do a lot of cleaning in the colony. We'll put hauling a little bit lower, so essentially he'll go through hunting if there is some, plant cutting, otherwise growing when there's some of that, but then major cleaning and hauling. So, all right, he'll be fairly decent acquisition. 1.7 days until we have to fight those mechanoids. At this point, I just want to get rid of some of these asthmas here. It probably makes sense to give one of those lungs to Mirador. Let's do operation, add the bill. We're going to have to actually remove her left lung. Now, here over on Alma, left lung, destroyed. Well, you know what? We don't want to do this right away. Let's just do it one at a time. And we do know that Yotter's going to be the one doing this. That would be really weird. A tribal joins the thing, and you're like, all right, rip the heart out of our best character. Or the lung, rather. We do have 1.5 days. Is that going to be enough time, I'm wondering, for the cooldown? I think it should be. You know what? I'm actually going to pause this for a little bit. I wanted to do it before we fought the mechanoids, because I thought it was going to be less than a day, but I'm not 100% sure along the anesthesia. Caesar. I'm not having a Caesar, guys. Don't worry. Everything is good. Oh, a transport pod crash. You don't say. A banished named Laxi is crashing in a transport pod. Huh, okay. We've got death in 7 hours. The torso has a scratch and an old gunshot. Otherwise, we're fine. What else do... Oh, a too smart, sickly psychopath who basically likes to shoot, melee, and do plant work. So, too smart is plus 75% to learning. And over here, we're going to have 150% learning on intellectual. However, I'm not a huge fan of the trait psychopath at all, but at the same time, a good melee character or a good shooter, also a good plant. We're about to come into spring in 2 days. I think the growing season will be here, or thereabouts, and I wanted to massively increase the plant zone. This actually makes some sense. A dedicated researcher slash planter slash shooter. All right, I actually like that quite a bit. We got to get out there and save him. Let's see. Jamie already threw a fit. Never steal the Pirate King's bedroom, boys. We've learned. So Jamie's going to be the one doing the talking here. So let's send out Jamie to do the capture. And then Lax should like Jamie for being saved by him. And then it should be easier to recruit him. Is it a him or a her, actually? I think it's a her. Oh, yes, it is. 37-year-old female. Okay. Let's go look at this. Resistance. Wow, that's actually a lot of resistance. 21 resistance. I expected them to be a lot less than that. Interesting. All right. Well, I didn't anticipate having a 7th colonist, so we're going to need a little bit more room here. And I think the concept is I want to build it out of marble. And we'll cut a pathway right here, and that'll be the room entrance. So effectively, we can just do this and that. Fantastic. Although, I don't want to be symmetrical, so let's do that just to spice things up. We got 22 hours left on this countdown, and we got 23 hours. I'd like to do the countdown and then do the potential mental break issue. We'll see how that works out for us. Why is Alma throwing a tantrum, and what is Alma gonna break? Just random walls, apparently? Okay. I like how we have got not one, but 2 people actually repairing as Alma goes around doing this. Yotter, how did you get yourself in there, you moron? Just good God, Yotter. Okay. All right. Alright, so I have yet to mention it, but I did put a stockpile over here specifically for chunks, and I set all of these to be hauled over. And the reason for that is I just wanted it to be quicker since we're about to build the castle. Very quick, efficiently slam the whole thing together, so we'll expand that space a little bit. And then we're also completely out of steel. There's a ton of steel over here. This looks like a much safer place to get it from. Okay, we've only got about 8 hours before this countdown activates, and we're basically going to have to go brute force it. Let's get the entire colony down here. I actually want to take this quest as well, unless something goes horrifically awry when we get here. Now, this is my first time interacting with one of these new things. I'm assuming that all we have to do is take out the pikemen. I don't know if we've got to kill the turret or not. I suppose we'll see soon. Age 1,330. Wow. All right, boys. I do not like jumping on top of something this aggressively. However, the pikeman is supposed to be a long-range sniper. Meaning we can basically shut him down with just one character. My thinking is we'll have Mirador do that. Then we'll have Charlie right here. Or possibly, if we... You know what? Turrets actually can't use defenses like this. It says they can. No weapon, no cover. Maybe they actually changed that. Yeah, it says here, cover 77%, barricade stops 23%. I'm pretty positive based on tests that's actually not true. And the barricade does nothing for turrets. Maybe I'm completely wrong, though. Maybe they changed it. In any event, I want Mirador to shut this thing's melee ability down, and I want everybody else over here just getting ready to absolutely wreck this turret. It's only got 100 hit points, so it shouldn't be all that much. Now, all of you guys, attack the turret. Mirador, let's see what happens. I'm assuming this thing's going to jump up the second we do that. Oh, yes, it did. She dodged, though, because of Nimble. What are we at on the turret? 59 out of 100. Oh, Monk took a hit there. Left arm gunshot. That's not too bad. Come on, boys. Oh, boy. All right. Evasive maneuvers. I forgot the turrets explode. I should have known. I should have known. Boys, run. Ooh. Well, that was fun. Whew. All right, now then. Let's get everyone down here. Just, wow, okay. How's Mirador doing against this doofus? Ah, come on, she's fine. And there we go. Not even a problem. Now, what do I do with this countdown activator? Deconstruct, I suppose? Already deconstructing. Okay, rest of you guys good to go. And then the pikemen here we can disassemble a little bit later. I don't have a place to put them, so you know what? Let's put mechanoid corpses in here for the future. Speaking of the future, that is when we're going to build the castle. I know I said I would do it in this episode, but I took a 2-hour break after this point, and I planned the whole thing out, and then my fever started running pretty high, so I couldn't think, and I just couldn't get it done. So we'll do it tomorrow. In any event, if you guys are new here one last time on episode 3, remember to subscribe, and YouTube might actually share the next video with you. Thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Looks like Jamie's trying to destroy our steel hospital bed. He's throwing a tantrum. Not surprisingly, because he was kicked out of his bedroom, so we could use it to harvest organs out of a prisoner, and he had to sleep in the dirt face down in the bloodbath of where the raid just took place, in the freezing tundra. I can understand his objection.